Plaintiff Jessica Dunn started dating the defendant after they met on Facebook, and Jessica allowed him to move in with her. Jessica claims she and the defendant only lived together a month before she asked him to leave. And when he moved out a day later, he took both of Jessica's TVs. She's suing for the stolen property and car repairs. Defendant Carlos Hollis admits that he moved in with Jessica soon after they met, but he insists when he moved out, he did not take her TVs. Carlos admits that he borrowed Jessica's car, and he claims when he didn't return it right away, Jessica threatened him. He's countersuing for unreturned property.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I met Carlos on Facebook. He just seemed like he hit me up the earlier last year, and I didn't really respond to him right away. And then finally one day I was like kind of bored, so I hit him up, and we were talking, and he seemed cool, like really kind of relaxed, goofy in a good way, you know, just fun. He's a lot different than my exes. I'm usually date like bigger, brooder, more angry types. And
Yeah,
so
why is that?
I don't know, but we always wind up boxing each other. So I was looking for something different, and my friends like, look for something different. And he's
But you used to like men who beat you.
Well, no, I didn't like men who beat me. We just happened
They
to
just
get
got
off
angry and then calmed down.
Yeah.
And somehow you end up boxing.
Yes.
No, that's called dating men who beat you.
Okay, well, I don't
They
like
get angry
it.
and then they box you. They get angry and beat you.
Yeah.
You're just drawn to them.
I guess so, unfortunately for me.
You guess. You need to figure that thing out.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. I'm working on it. I really am. I'm working on personal growth.
So you found him to be what kind of guy?
Like a
Gentle?
like a fun, goofy type of person, which I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently got a relationship, so I told him in the beginning if he comes to visit me, that it has to be short, a couple days or a week. But I told him he would have to go home and then we'll reevaluate after that, see what we want to do.
Couple of days or a week?
I mean, yeah, just like a long weekend or a week.
To stay in your house?
To visit and get to know each other, yes.
After knowing him how long on Facebook?
Well, okay, so we were talking for a couple months, and the thing is, he called me and
you're
said
suing
he
him
was
for
on
what?
his way. For 2 TVs and my car.
Doing what to him?
Oh, he stole them. He took them out my house.
Kidding.
See, what had happened was...
You meet a man on Facebook, he said, come stay a while. Never went to McDonald's, Burger King, never took you anywhere. The first place he came was to spend nights with you.
Okay.
All right, now you're surprised he stole from you. Go ahead.
Okay.
He came to stay with you, and what happened?
He did. It was an impromptu stay. I wasn't ready for it, but my sister was like, my sister was living with me at the time, and she said, you know, just go ahead and be open-minded about it. And I was just like, okay, well.
Did he steal her stuff?
No, unfortunately, no.
That's what you should have told her. Let him have your stuff then, since you want him over here so much.
I just recently got a relationship, so I told him in the beginning if he comes to visit me, that it has to be short.
After knowing him how long on
Well,
Facebook?
okay, so we were talking for a couple months, and the thing is, he called me and
you're
said
suing
he
him
was
for
on his
what?
way. For 2 TVs and my
Doing
car.
what to him?
Oh, he stole them. He took them out my house.
Kid.
Plaintiff Jessica Dunn dated the defendant, and they lived together for a month. But she claims after she kicked him out, he stole her property.
Let me get some background from him. Sir, you tell me.
Well, Your Honor, I met Jessica on Facebook or whatnot. I thought she was hot. She still is, you know, and we got to conversating or whatnot. She didn't respond.
Stole was hot. That may be what you're right. That's a good point.
You know, and
no, we don't assume you did it.
She didn't respond to me right away or whatnot. We started kicking it off in October, you know, and I just really liked our convo and everything on Facebook. And I moved into Minnesota with her within December. She have stated
Why?
that because she was the one. She was hot, you know.
Over Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Over Facebook, you decided to move in with her.
Well, I'm a traveling man anyways, Your Honor, so.
You have no place to stay?
Not necessarily that. I wouldn't say that, no.
Travel as in, what do you do when you travel?
I just like to travel. And I just like experiencing different people, and I just like the attitudes and,
when
you know,
you travel,
personalities.
do you travel for work? Maybe I'm missing something.
I mean, I travel for work, too.
Two?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you're just on vacation?
I'm a ladies' man, Your Honor, so.
You're a ladies' man?
Yes, sir.
Clearly.
So, That's why you're broke.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Completely,
now
you're right.
It makes sense why
Yes,
he had
sir.
to move in with you. Most ladies, men,
Yeah.
they're broke.
Yeah.
Because they spend all their time and money on ladies. They don't work if they're spending all their time, or if they do, they're waking up, going to work, sleepy, tired because they've given up all their energy.
Unfortunately.
Got it. Now I understand, sir. You're a traveling man and a ladies' man. And then also you move in with women before ever meeting them in person.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty
No, I
sure
don't know what
people
you
that
mean
spleen
at all.
chat like
I don't
Yes,
know.
sir,
You
yes,
said
sir.
know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean
Yes,
at
sir.
all.
Yes, sir.
No. That's something I don't identify with, so
Yes,
no, I don't know what you mean. So, what happened?
The day before everything was stolen, me and him had a conversation, and he came to me and said, "I feel like you want me out your house," and I told him I do. You know, like
Why?
because he was just like we were arguing all the time, and I was telling him to grow up, mature up.
Who was paying his way?
I was willing to buy him a ticket and to put at least $20.
No. When he came, who was
Well,
paying for him?
Besides whatever was in his pocket, I was.
You were taking care of him. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
so
wasn't trying to be rude and leave him with nothing, especially if he's in my house. So I figured
You let him move in for nothing, right?
No,
I'll pay for everything.
Expecting him, like I said, I was only expecting him for a couple days or a week, and me and him had that conversation before.
And how long did he stay?
I think at least a month.
And during that time, you were taking care of him.
Yes, unfortunately for
All
me.
right. And what happened?
Well, I told him that I would buy him a ticket to go by home to his family member's house. And I told him, and I thought that's the way the end of the conversation
What did
was.
he say?
I mean, it was fine. He didn't have much to say. He was just like, he felt bad because
And he said, okay.
Pretty much, yeah, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. He told you I'm a traveling man, so there's no problem.
Yeah, he's willing to
All right,
travel
you
back
told him-
home.
You told him get to traveling. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
can travel back home. So that's what it was gonna happen. And then the next day I go to work, my sister goes to school. The next day, both my TVs are gone and all his stuff is gone. I called the police and his family member, and his family member told me, "Oh no, he did it again." And I was like, "What you mean he did it again?" And she said, "He did some woman like this in Las Vegas." I was mad. I was like, because me and her already had previous conversations. I already talked to her over the phone. So I told her right then, I was like, it would have been nice to have this information before any of this would have happened. Keep me informed. And she was like, well, that's my family. I don't care if that's your family. He's coming up here. Like, I need to know what's up with him, the 411. And she
That's why you
apologized.
shouldn't have him come and stay at your house until
was
you knew what was
impromptu.
up with him.
It
Don't
was
blame the family
impromptu,
member.
like-
Blame yourself. Don't blame the family member. Go
No,
ahead.
it was a real last minute thing. I was taken by surprise when he came up there. But like I said, I talked to my sister and yeah.
That's when you should have gotten the ticket. Go ahead.
Yeah,
When
true.
he showed up at your door.
Yeah, turn around. But
You
I
made a
called the
police
police.
report. Mhm.
Okay, I called the police. This is the police report. No charges were filed, but in there it states that he stole both of my TVs.
They took your word for it.
Well, yeah, because he was the only one that was there.
And why didn't the police pursue it though? If they believed you, as you say,
Well, they took the video because I got a video from my job
of what?
of him returning my vehicle and coming into my store, and I
Now, I
snatched.
knew he took the TVs. When did he take the vehicle?
He took the car that same day, but the thing is, I have more than one vehicle. So one vehicle was in the garage, and my other ones were upstairs I live in the condo, so it's right there in the parking lot. So I didn't notice it right away, unfortunately, and I'm known to lose my keys, unfortunately. So when I couldn't find it the first day, I was like, okay, Jessica, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. And I was trying to talk myself out of, no, this man didn't take my stuff. The second day, I was like, no. I went downstairs, and I looked, and my car was missing.
Plaintiff Jessica Dunn dated the defendant, and they lived together for a month. But she claims after she kicked him out, he stole her property.
You tell me your side about stealing her property, as she alleges, and her car.
Well, the flat screen TVs, I don't know anything about.
All right, what do you
Now,
know
that
about the cars?
The car, she told me to go and pick her friend up and take her to work. So I took her friend to work, and while she was at work, I went to my cousin's house to wash clothes. I don't have no family. I just call him my cousin. We grew up with boys, you know what I mean? So I just call him my
You
cousin
didn't even
because he
have
was.
a quarter to go to the laundromat.
Yeah, no, I went to his house to wash my clothes, and I ain't even had clothes to wash at the, because it costs to wash at the house too, so whatnot. And so it was like she was threatening me, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Talking about she was gonna beat me up
Oh,
and
Lord.
all this stuff. And so
Why?
I'm not
She's gonna do that. Why?
because of the simple fact of me having a car.
Okay.
Because I didn't come straight back when I dropped her
All right, so what
friend off to
happened
work.
then?
And so I was like, you know, I'm in a women's state, you know what I mean? I don't know what to expect. I'm the only one here, you know what I mean? And I'm not from here, so therefore I try to wait until it cooled down because we wasn't really having that many problems that she assumed that we having within the relationship.
What happened to her car, sir?
Oh, her car? I brought her car back to work.
Okay.
And
All
she
right.
snatched the keys out of my hand and she called the police. I guess she was trying to call the police like I actually stole her car. This report that she making is
What
totally
is it
false.
you wanted to show me? And then what other evidence do you
I
have?
sold everything containing to my TVs to random people right there. This right here states that I replaced the living room TV and it costed $2,100.
Okay, what video you want to show
The
me?
security video from my job shows him getting out of the car. I never gave him permission.
Okay, that's all you're showing me is getting out?
So this is the vehicle. He was walking out of the vehicle. He comes.
Okay, but he said you loaned him the car, ma'am. This
I
doesn't
would
prove
never loan
anything.
him the car.
Most women would never move in a man that they met on Facebook. I'm going to rely on this, but him having your car doesn't mean that he stole your televisions. The first time you seen him in person, you moved him into your house for a month. So I'm not convinced that you would not allow him to use the car. Now I'm going to read this that you've given me as further evidence, and you have something else?
Yeah, this is him agreeing.
Let's see. Yeah, I sold everything. Headed to Florida since I can't go home now. They won't even let you go home.
Yeah, his family member.
Where you sell it? I sell it to random people. What bus goes to Florida? I don't know. This is what now you're smartening up. What bus goes to Florida? You say, why can't you go home? Because you told my mom. You will pay me back. It's your choice on how much you're going to spend, and I will get the damage checked out on my car. So he damaged the car also?
He did.
All right. This in and out of business. Okay. When? I'm sorry. What's your counterclaim for? How does she owe you, sir?
When I took her car back, my clothes was in her car. She did not, I kept on responding, can I get my clothes? She did not get my clothes back.
What do you say about the clothes?
The clothes, I called him as soon as he left my job. I called him like, where you go? He was like, I don't want to be arrested and this and the third. So I'm like, well, you left me no choice. Like, you stole my stuff.
You gave his things away?
No, well, yeah, I did actually donate
So why
them.
shouldn't you have to pay?
Why? Because I'm not a storage unit.
Did you give him notice? You can't
Yes, I did.
Okay, and
I told him, I even tried contacting him.
When did you tell him?
I told him 2 weeks before the 4th, I guess. About 2 weeks.
Before what?
Before the 4th, before they were
Before
donated.
you sold them?
No, didn't sell them, donated.
Before you donated it?
Yes.
Okay, you must give someone 30 days before you dispose of their things.
Well,
No, that's enough, ma'am. I can't help because you played yourself, inviting this man into your house, and you can't give away his things. You had him there. You had him living there. Come right in. Move right in with me. I just met you over the internet. Make yourself at home. In fact, watch your little TV while you're at it. Your judgment is granted for $400 for your property, but $4,090 is your judgment. I believe he stole your things, as he admits on this. Have a good day.
I really
even said in those text messages that you didn't even want your stuff. In those text messages, I don't even know how you got.
Stuff.
Yes, you did.
I did not even text you.
Oh my God! Listen, you're full of bull. Is what you is. I don't like you. I don't.
I just don't like the fact of how you hacked my Facebook page and just had him convinced that all this stuff is going on is what I really said.
I don't know you like that, so how am I gonna hack you?
Okay.